with Maxwell McBargains. You missed him last week, but he's back now.
I am back.
You got some cheap gaming experiences to show folks who maybe don't have
maybe
the
a little tight
budget,
on the dollar,
or maybe they're saving up for some other game.
A little short on the change.
Yeah, something like that. All right.
So this week we're showing. You like that? You like
short
that
on the change.
Short on the change.
That's what I like.
Over there snickering. This week we're checking out Data Jammers. Fast Forward. This game you can pick it up $9.99. It's on Steam. It's on Desura. It's I think it's on the developer's website as well, if you just Google it.
Data Jammers?
Data Jammers Fast Forward.
Is this anything like Car Hackers?
This is Car Hackers is a brilliant game that you do not need to be talking about because I haven't gotten the design documents written up yet. This game is not like Car Hackers. This game does one of my favorite things in video games and in movies, where they take the idea of, let's go inside the internet and go inside a computer and see what it would look like. So this is what the inside of a supercomputer apparently looks like. It's you know, we're on the information superhighway here. There's a I'm trying to remember what was it. Oh yeah, you're the data dude. So I wrote down what
That's what you were
Tom,
trying
I
to
wrote down
remember?
what dude stands for, because it is a very
Digital Operative Optical Data.
That's right. And your mission.
So one of data dude, one of the D's is data. So data is in there twice.
He's the data dude. Don't question it. Don't question it. So your mission, you may
got to build in redundancy to these systems.
You may in
it's
fact
a
be a data terrorist. The story isn't entirely clear because your goal is to go inside this computer, which we're doing now, and you want to bring it down. You want to get in there, you want to corrupt the data, and you want to bring down this computer.
So it's not that
but who owns
may be a data terrorist.
Who owns the computer?
They describe the computer as being owned by a military-industrial complex, and you're doing this in order to save the world.
Maybe
basically.
you're a data activist.
So yeah, you may be a data activist, you may be a data terrorist. It's you know, it's player authorship.
Honestly, it seems like you're just smashing into everything willy-nilly.
You do a lot of running into stuff. So you'll notice.
Presumably, you want to avoid the red things.
So you want to avoid the red things. You also want to avoid these purple things. These are called creepers. Every stage introduces a new enemy type. Maybe not every single stage. I haven't gone through all of them. But most of the early stages introduce a new enemy type. This one's called the creeper, and he's totally creeping all over me. You'll notice when he comes into contact with me, my GoldenEye style green health bars there on the sides of the screen start going down, and then they refill. You've got regenerating health.
GoldenEye?
Yeah, they did. Remember in GoldenEye,
there was no regenerating health.
You didn't have regenerating health, but it had the health.
It looks
displayed
just like
in that
the parentheses.
So this game to me looks just like Spy Hunter. Is that a weird comparison?
Ooh, I'm not.
It doesn't. I wouldn't say it looks just like Spy Hunter.
Some people.
It looks like Spy Hunter in the computer world.
In audio search, some people have compared it to Frequency. It doesn't really play like either. No. Although sometimes it does have a kicking electronica soundtrack, which I appreciate.
Is it kicking?
It is kicking.
Is it also bumping?
It's. I would
Perhaps it's off the
bumping.
chain, Maxwell.
It is also, as Cynthia pointed out, sometimes it is off the chain. So these red guys, you want to avoid the red guys, and you want to the green little data cars. Those aren't no big deal. They won't bother you. They're going about their business. The red guys.
Did you just go off a sweet data jump?
You did go off a sweet data jump. You do a lot of data jumping.
I'm telling you, this is just like Spy Hunter.
So you want to avoid the red guys. You can destroy them by using bombs. You see down there, I've got 3 little nuclear icons. Those are my bombs, so I can boom, sock it to them. You can also guide the enemies into other obstacles to make them explode, like other enemies, or sometimes you saw there's like those spiky bombs that we just passed. So you can sort of, because they just want to run up next to you. So if you skirt yourself up next to an enemy, you can kind of push them into environmental hazards.
Can you ever ride into the back of a van to upgrade your car? Is that
Tom, the only comparison that this has to Spy Hunter is that he can move left and right to different lanes.
The vehicles are also very similar. Like there's the ones that push you off the road.
There are other cars, but there's no projectile firing.
No,
there's branching paths that you have to
There's branching paths in Spy Hunter.
I never
I'm gonna keep
I never
talking
got
about
that far.
the
I
game.
was terrible at that.
You collect Cheerios. You saw me picking up those Cheerios there. They're not actually called Cheerios, but that's what I like to call them. Those give you points. As you saw at the end of the previous stage, there are leaderboards.
I've been calling them rings.
So you want to? Well, I call them Cheerios.
They look like Sonic the Hedgehog rings. This game is like Sonic the Hedgehog.
Like tasty Cheerios.
Such a product of TV advertising.
Oh goodness! Oh, get out of the way. And then there are crash them into each other. There we go. Booyah!
I'm hearing some talk that this looks like Stun Runner.
Stun Runner?
That's a Sega arcade game.
See,
from like
another reference I'm not picking up. I'm
know,
bad at the references.
You were born in '98.
I was literally born just a few hours before this show actually started.
That grown Maxwell.
Yeah.
Every week on OTS. That would
And
be
you also,
grim.
so you also have lives, as
weird.
indicated by the little symbols down there at the bottom of the screen.
And the other ones with the bomb symbols.
Yes,
All
the other
right,
ones
so
with the
this is
bombs.
kind of crazy.
And then there are power-ups too. You saw as I was running over there, you can collect additional shields, you can pick up additional bombs, things of that nature. Sometimes lanes grow red, that means a dude is about to drive up and try to hit you with his digital car. This dude up here is dropping bombs on me, which is a total hassle. Ugh. You can, you can also push your character forward in the environment and pull them back to help you move around enemies and dodge environmental obstacles. Or, as you saw me do, run into giant walls and lose lives. You can also do that. These are all options that are available to you.
All right.
I want to know what happens when you win the game.
Win the game, Maxwell.
Yeah, I'll jump on that real quick.
Make it happen.
You can also, on the topic of winning the game, it's not entirely linear via the game's progression. You can choose to start. There's like a little tutorial that you go through, and then from there you can choose to start in like worlds 1, 2, or 3. So if you're like playing through World 1 and you get stuck on a certain level, there's a certain enemy type that you just can't handle, you can pick to go to World 2 or 3 and try your luck with something different if you're having trouble, which I appreciate. I have lots of trouble. Oh, and these creepers! They're creeping on me.
All right, Maxwell. This game is called
This is called Data Jammers Fast Forward from Digital India.
Cool. And you folks can check it out for the
for
reasonable price
Windows only.
of $9.99.
And it's Windows only. Again, you can pick it up via Steam, Desura, or through the developer's website. There's also a free demo out there as well.
Delightful.
If you'd like to try before you buy.
Thank you, McBargains.
My pleasure.